Guys, today I'm gonna teach my student how to use some future forms. And today's discussion will be all about the topic devoted to the family. So now we're waiting for the student. Let's copy the link and send it to him. Come on, where are you? Hooray! Hello. How you doing?
Hello. I'm fine. It is the end of work week, and I'm happy because
Yeah, my congratulations. Yeah, I'm feeling just the same as you. You know, tomorrow I'm about to have a training. From
what the training?
this training will be about your social position, like about working in social media, about making your own business, and like rebuilding your startups and all that stuff. So there will be the dude who will came from Moscow. Who will come from Moscow, and he about to represent all his best techniques in just like there will be like 12 hours of training. So I will take my laptop and I'll be there practicing with my girl. Yeah. So
It will be in Moscow.
no, it will be in St. Petersburg, but he will arrive to St. Petersburg. He rent a sort of a huge stadium for that, and then we're about to have that training. You know, I was waiting for that for something like for 2 months, and then it was said like, oh, it will be on the 1st of June, and I was like, okay, just let me rewrite my schedule just to put it differently, to have some lessons on Sunday, and some of them just to put on Friday for me, just to set my day off. Okay, so yeah, you said that it's already 9 p.m. right in your city. Whoa, really? It's only 5 in St. Petersburg right now. So, what about the home task? Did you watch anything or like any materials or like unit? No.
I have no much time, but I think because my holiday, I think weekend will be свободный,
Free.
free, yes,
Или
will be free.
available, то есть доступный. Да.
Yes, I will be it.
So you will be able to learn some new stuff. Yeah, you'll be able to watch some films or cartoons or just go through all those materials. Cool. Okay, you can choose a suitable option to speak about. Would you like to speak about your family or a family in general?
I choose a family in general.
Okay, what are the advantages and disadvantages of a nuclear family and an extended one?
I think the first advantage of a nuclear family it is close between
You mean close connection, right?
yes, close connection between member of this family. I think some member of nuclear family
Some members, да, если сам, то тогда
members
все-таки members.
can help together
Each other.
each other.
Друг
Each
другу.
other.
Yeah, sometimes it not worth having a family when they don't love each other. Yeah, and sometimes it's
Mm-hmm.
better to have a nuclear family than to have someone who don't love you, who doesn't love you, who doesn't care about you at all. So yeah, for some reason it's better to be in a nuclear family. Uh, what?
And
Mhm.
what about extended family? I think the most disadvantage is
The main disadvantage, main главный.
mhm, my disadvantage. I think I think mm, uh, it can be um, uh, no, don't close connection или как не сильно близкие.
Yeah, you can be jealous about other parts of the
Yes,
family,
yes, 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 yes,
right?
yes.
That's what you mean. Yeah, I
Да,
understood. Yeah,
yeah, some members can be jealous. Ну,
that you should share your attention with someone else. Yeah, yeah,
yes.
I know what you're talking about.
For example, no, some of this family can live in Moscow, for example, and the most another members of extended family will be come will arrive uh, to Moscow and stay in.
Yeah, they will try to stay in your apartment, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So yeah, yeah, it feels like you should have your own freedom. You should have a nice balance between you and others. It should be like
Mhm.
you should have your own barriers for you to be in a good mood, for you not to be disrupted or stressed out with some of your relatives who wants to be around you just because they have no place to go. And it's like this is obvious. Okay, yeah, I think another thing about disadvantages, we can say that being in a nuclear family, sometimes feeling lonely, and sometimes some of those kids, they feeling kind of victim. They are in a role of a victim because they think that everyone else have a normal family, but they don't for some reason, and as a disadvantage of extended one, we can say that anyway, we are always given a chance to think that someone's living a better life than we are. And sometimes we have to just to think about advantages more, I think, because we can find disadvantages anywhere. And it doesn't matter if it is positive or negative. Actually, we can find disadvantages everywhere. Okay, so what do you think of single parent families?
I think it is
Okay. Right.
unnormal. No,
Yeah, that's okay, that's normal. Yeah.
unnormal.
Aren't
Есть
normal.
так? Yes, да. Unnormal, because I think uh, it is disadvantage of our country. I mean, Russia. More family have a single, more children have a single parent in this family.
In their
Uh,
families. В их семьях. Yeah,
in the
for some
families.
reason, yeah, we are not given right conditions for us to raise the child. Yeah, it's not that convenient to raise a child here. Although we have a mother's capital, we are given an ability to buy a flat for the kid. But still, it's nothing. According to the values that you should bring, yeah, according to all the costs that you have about the food, about the living, about like everything which is very pricey. It's very expensive to support a kid. So yeah, it's pretty hard. And you know,
And,
for some reason, yeah.
and in our country, I mean Russia. In Russia, the нет, in Russian, woman больше,
More,
more than
more.
more than men.
Смотри, ты хотел сказать, что женщин больше, чем мужчин.
Да, да.
Ага. There are more women than men in Russia.
There are more women than men in Russia.
Или да. Или statistics says that the percentage of women is bigger than like a popularity of men in our country. Yeah.
In different different
Regions.
on regions on European country. Там наоборот.
Yeah. It is different to other European countries, so we can say that. Okay. And yeah, you know, for some reason, you know, it is a widespread idea of I don't know why, but in Russia we have a very spread idea, a very huge spread idea of alcohol, and you know, families are made drugs and alcohol. Families are made not by you know like by a nice connection of hearts, not by by some their own decision, but like they drink in the club, and then she get pregnant, and then he left her because he never thought that he would like to have a family with her, and then we have a single parent family, and she'll be suffering and working so hard just to feed her child, and like doing all types of like disgusting stuff. So I'm not into it. I really think that you should create some normal cash flow before you're going to make a kid, and yeah, before you start raising a child, because you're responsible for him or for her. And anyway, yeah, this is your attitude to family and how you should support it. Okay, what is your attitude to people who remarry? What do you think about them?
I think it is okay. It is okay because life has different experience or
we can we can say that as long as they were married and it was unhappy, and it wasn't that lucky to get married that time, we can say that, guys, you were given your chance, so you should not marry again. Yeah, you can say that. So that's why we can't judge anyone for that. Anyway, I really think that after the first marriage, people become more intelligent about relationships. They're not as stupid as they were when it was their first marriage, I think.
more clever.
Yes, they're smart. They're intelligent and smart because they had that experience before. Okay.
Because now in Russia, as Europe,
Yeah, as in most of European countries.
Get married older and older.
Yeah. People get used to getting married older and older when they're wiser, and they are like they have more experience, and they pretty sophisticated. They know what are they doing and what for are they creating this family, because because you know it's pretty complicated to start your own family while you're a child by yourself. You're a kid. You can't support your family. You can support yourself even, and you already made a couple of kids. Like what's the reason? What's the point? I think there's no meaning. It's like it's stupid. Okay, what is the typical relationship between step parents and stepchildren? Do you want me to tell you who is its parents, step parents, or stepchildren?
Ну, relationship — это взаимоотношения, да?
Да, типичные взаимоотношения.
I think the relationship between step parents and stepchildren more
Stressed.
stressed at the beginning, more stressed because it is
Yeah, they're not in a really close connection. That's why
yes, yes.
they can't take care about themselves like they are relatives. So yeah.
Especially especially when step children are older. I mean teenagers or older.
Yeah. As long as a kid gets something like 8 years old, it gets harder and harder because he
Yes.
starts socializing. He starts realizing all the things that's going on around him. So yeah, it's harder and harder then after all. And then he just decides to get away from the family, just to be alone or to be like
Yes, yes, yes,
against family.
yes.
Okay.
Or they they can create your own family.
Their own family.
Their own family.
Okay, what is the typical relationship between half brothers and half sisters?
I think the relationship between half half brothers and half sister is more closer than between step parents and stepchildren. I
Просто
think
closer. Closer
closer,
than.
closer than step parents and stepchildren. I think. They, I mean, half brothers and half sisters can find common interest, and I think relationship will be can be okay.
Yes, and also we can say that the gap between them, the gap, the difference between the age, it's not that big. It's not as
Mhm.
big as between parents and the kids, and probably
Uh,
that it
uh,
makes sense.
if if uh, age gap uh, between half brothers and half uh,
Half
sisters
sisters.
is big. I think relationship
Relationships,
sh-
отношения.
won't be не будет взаимоотношений, если большой гэп.
О том и речь, я и говорю, да. It
Мгм,
will be
мгм.
pretty hard to establish proper connection between them because they will have less things that they can discuss. Although, of course, it differs from family to family. We can't predict. So it depends on type of a family and their relationships. Okay. What impact does a divorce have on the family? What do you think? How can divorce impact on the family?
А, Divorce это развод
Divorce
же,
это
да?
развод, да.
Мгм, мгм. А
Impact это
impact.
влияние.
Мгм. М, м, I think it will be more uh, э, тревожно,
Stressful.
stressful или anxiolytic,
Anxious. Что?
anxious, anxious. То есть э, what about adults? I think it is. I think it is okay. It is okay. They decide to be alone, and it's okay. What about children, kids? It's this situation is awful for them.
They can be pretty stressed out, and they can suppose that it was their fault, and it can build some irrational idea in their heads, because they will suddenly can think that it was their fault that their parents get their divorce. So yeah, for some reason it's better to raise kid not in a nuclear family, but in an extended family, because it will affect their mental health. Okay. What do you think is the most important thing to make a family happy?
I think the most important thing is love.
Yes, it's attention and love. Yes, this is the law. I think this is the main part. Yeah.
Is love and respect between parents, between adults and kids, between different kids, respect and love. I think
Yes.
the
Although,
most.
yeah, even if we have more than 2 or 3 kids, the main thing there is like giving them the right definition of being honest, of being kind and polite with each other. Because yeah, as long as you give them the right structures, they will succeed in life anyway. Yeah, if they will be.
And when all members family is
Members
health.
of the family are healthy.
Of the family are healthy.
Yeah, I think it will affect everyone. Yeah, if you'll give them the right sort of vectors, if you give them the right sort of ways to establish right connection between each other and someone else, like other members of society. Yes, they will be given a chance to show up, just to play the game like they want it, and like I think they will succeed in life. And it doesn't matter if the family is rich or poor. It doesn't matter. I think it's just a matter of time when the person who is playing by the rules, who will deserve like being rich and being like constantly growing. Okay, yeah. So this lesson we're going to talk about relationships in the family. So let me show you some additional info. We have some advantages and disadvantages of a nuclear family and an extended family. Let's translate it all. A nuclear family and about their advantages. Can you see it? It's below the page. It's a little bit lower on the page. I opened the transcript.
Peace and harmony.
Harmony.
Harmony. Переводить?
Да, было бы славно.
Ну, мир и гармония. Individual responsibilities, индивидуальные,
индивидуальная ответственность.
Да. Privacy, ну, что это? Приватность.
Ну, то есть, по сути, да. То, что ты говорил, когда говорил о том, что у них тесная связь, что у них, по сути, частная жизнь, у них уединение. То есть, если кто-то не считает себя, членом семьи, да, ты просто все счастливы жить, там, мама и ребенок, или отец и дочь, там, например, или там, неважно кто, но просто, что им комфортно вдвоем, и они чувствуют себя уединенными. То есть лишних людей, которые не считают себя частью их семьи, у них нет. Соответственно, это определенный плюс. Окей. Financial stability.
Financial stability, финансовая стабильность, freedom, свобода.
На самом деле не знаю, насколько финансовая стабильность здесь может являться плюсом. Если это nuclear family, чаще всего мы можем говорить о том, что у них все-таки недостаток финансовых ресурсов. Хоть это стабильность. Хотя, если говорить о стабильности, то у них стабильно ничего нет. Ну ладно. Только если так. Только если так.
Poor financial stability.
Bankrupt. Просто bankrupt stability.
Freedom, свобода. Avoidance of stress and discomfort. Ну, уход или как avoid, избегание, да, избегание стресса и дискомфорта.
Опять же, не знаю насколько, по моим историям, если это там мать-одиночка или отец-одиночка, не сказал бы я, что они избегают стресса, по-моему, даже наоборот. Окей.
Они привыкают и легче переносят.
Да. А у них уже такой, как прививка такая, да.
Да. Security and safety. Безопасность и безопасность.
Безопасность, да. Ну, то есть, сохранность.
Комфорт, да, сохранность, да, и безопасность. Disadvantages. Или an extended family.
Давай сначала disadvantages.
A nuclear family. Loneliness. Одиночество, да. Lonely. Часто в песнях, да?
Да.
A sense of insecurity experienced by the old
widowed. Это widow, это вдова, то есть овдовевшие.
And divorced. Чувство
незащищенности.
То есть, незащищенности, да. Ну как experience, опыт, чувство незащищенного, опыта незащищенности, да, вот так?
Смотри, чувство незащищенности, с которым мы сталкиваемся в связи с возрастом, овдовением или разводом. Да, то есть определенные все равно психологически же это откладывает отпечатки, да.
Когда получаем вот этот вот опыт, да, то есть старости. Widowed, да?
Да, это widow это вдова, widowed это овдовевший.
Овдовевший, ну, то есть в прошлом. Extra expenses, ну, то есть expense.
Это затраты, то есть.
Ну, дорогой, да? То есть
expenses это затраты, то есть траты. То есть в любом случае, если ты зарабатываешь...
Ну, то есть нехватка денег.
Да, полнейшая, мне кажется. Да.
Expenses. No support. Support это нет поддержки, без поддержки. No care, без защиты.
Их никто не поддерживает, никто не заботится, да, об этом речь.
Да, заботится. An extended family. Social and financial security. Ну, социальная и финансовая безопасность.
Да.
Good conflict resolution skills. Хорошие, ну, как бы навыки, умения
решение конфликтных ситуаций.
Да, решение конфликта. Sharing of cultural and cross-generational family values. Ну, как бы share это типа разделение, да?
Sharing это, соответственно, это и деление, и тот факт, что ты делишься с чем-то. То есть, соответственно, значит, ты делишься
культурными и
ценностями между поколениями семьи.
Да. То есть между grandmother, parents and
children.
More role models for younger family members.
Только не models, а models.
Models. Ну вот, ну как бы больше ролевых моделей для, ну вот, как бы молодых членов семьи. Ну то есть, как бы, чему они могут научиться от
Да, просто
старших.
в сознание, да, закладывается ролевая модель, и потом она проецируется на другие взаимоотношения с другими людьми. Соответственно, да.
Мгм.
Более здоровая модель, когда мама с папой воспитывают, заботятся, там, папа играет роль, понятно, кого, там, достигатора
Мгм.
и получения ресурсов, мама заботится, создает уют и красоту, да. А то у
Мгм.
нас все вывернуто почему-то в нашей стране, все наизнанку, и это уже в привычку у всех вошло.
Ну,
Ну,
когда мамы только воспитывают, да, то есть
ну да, да.
юноши.
Мгм.
Household sharing. Ну, это вот как раз разделение, ну вот,
Домашних обязанностей,
семьи.
по сути.
Да-да-да.
Мгм, мгм.
Так, disadvantages, no privacy.
Мгм.
Ну, вот как раз вот то, о чем мы говорили,
Нет личного пространства,
много
да.
раз.
Мгм.
Да. Overcrowding.
Типа
э,
переполненность, типа, да, много народу, соответственно, да.
Crowd — это толпа же, да? То
Крауд это
есть,
толпа, да. Переполненность семьи, там, если у тебя три,
мгм.
трое, четверо детей, то ты создаешь условия, в которых они учатся воевать за еду, там, и все прочее, за
А,
одежду.
too many opinions. Очень
Мгм.
много мнений, да?
Мгм.
Тут мнений или, ну да, наверное,
Да, мнений,
мнений.
мнений. Мгм.
Мгм. This agreement on how to bring up the children.
Мгм.
The children. Несогласие, как, ну,
Воспитывать
как
детей.
да, воспитывать, наверное, да, детей.
Да.
Мгм.
Мгм. То есть, если, да, если есть
Опять,
больше, чем
опять
один
же,
человек, да,
опять же, too many opinions.
да, все касается этого же, да. Что если больше, чем один человек, в любом случае будут конфликтные ситуации.
Мгм.
Окей. Мгм. Just a second. Family. If in a family with two children, do you think it's better to be the older or the younger brother or sister? Who would you like to be if you were given that chance to discover and think over? Who would you like to be, the younger brother or sister, or the elder brother or sister?
I think no, but I had experience to have a to have the older brothers, and I hadn't experience
I didn't
to
have
have.
I didn't have
Yes,
another experience.
another experience, for example, to have a younger brother or sister. But I like it that I have the older. Почему the вот older? Там же как бы
Ну, какой-то
самого старшего.
конкретный старший
Ага.
брат. Какой
Мгм.
конкретно старший?
Mhm. The older, I think yes, because when we were young,
Yeah, when we were younger.
we were younger, he protect me,
Protected me.
protected, yes, protected, ну, то есть защищал, да,
Или you were under his protection. Ну да,
yes,
одно из двух.
yes. Yes, and he helped me, and I was happy
Yeah, I
to
know, I
have
know. It's sometimes it's
all the
cool. It's cool to be responsible because you have someone else who's taking care about you. That's great. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but when I was a kid, I have an elder sister, older sister, or elder or older, it doesn't matter. So we were fighting all the time. We were fighting, and I was smaller, and we were fighting. Now we have a better connection. Yesterday, I went to her apartment to help her to stay with her kids, while she went to her job. But yeah, but when I was a kid, it was pretty complicated. It was pretty hard. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. You already told me a couple of times that you are the only child in the family, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
right.
I remember that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Okay, we have a dialogue here, and this article will be about two sisters, Wendy and Connie. So I will open the transcript for you so you can read and listen both, and then we'll discuss it, okay?
Mhm.
Listen to the audio and do the exercise. We are family. Two sisters tell the truth about themselves and each other. Wendy Wilson and her older sister Carney are the daughters of the Beach Boys founder, Brian Wilson. They formed the band Wilson Phillips with the daughter of Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas, and their first album was a worldwide hit. Today, they are both married and live in Los Angeles. Here, they talk about their relationship.
Wendy, the younger sister, says, I always thought Carney was really cool, especially when she was a teenager and had bright red spiky hair. But, like most older sisters, she wasn't at all interested in her younger sister. I desperately wanted to be with her and her friends, and sometimes I used to follow them, but she hated that. When we were kids, we both had a lot of material things like toys and clothes, but even then, we knew that Mom and Dad weren't happy. We used to talk about it all the time, and after a while they separated and we stayed with my mom. We didn't see Dad for quite a few years, which really hurt us. But it's also the thing that brought me and Carney closer together. When I was 16 or 17, the 1.5-year age gap between us didn't matter anymore. And we started to get on with each other and to write songs together. Being in a band or working at anything with a member of your family can be difficult, but it also has its advantages. If we have a big argument about a song, after a while, we remember that we are sisters and we make it up. Nothing is going to stop us from being sisters.
Carney, the older sister, says, I sometimes think that poor Wendy has spent all her life competing with me. She was a very quiet, shy child, while I was incredibly talkative and demanding. I was awful. I wasn't interested in studying. All I wanted to do was go to parties, and Wendy used to tell my parents. So I was horrible to her. I used to pinch her and bite her. I was very jealous of Wendy, also because she was more attractive than me. But she always defended me when people criticized me, and sometimes it seemed as if she was the older sister and I was the younger one. Although we were complete opposites, we were also very close and had a lot of fun together. We still do. I think I suffered a lot because of my father leaving us when we were small, but Wendy helped me to understand that Dad loved us too, but in a different way. She also taught me that you can't blame other people for your problems. You have to look at yourself.
Okay, that was a nice text. Okay, maybe we can translate it. We are family.
Две сестры говорят правду, ну, о друг
О
друге.
самих себе и друг друге.
Да. Да, самих себе и о друг друге. Венди Вилсон и ее старшая сестра Карни, дочери основателя Beach Boys. Это, ну, как бы собственное даже имя? Или
Да.
даже
Это группа такая музыкальная.
Beach Boys?
Beach Boys.
Брайана Вилсона. Он, ну, как организовал, да, то есть...
Они сформировали банду.
Да, ну, банду, группу, ну, Вилсон Филлипс с дочерьми Мишель Филлипс, с мамой и папой. И свой первый альбом был, ну, распространен, был хитом, ну, во всем мире.
По всему миру, да.
По всему миру, да. Сегодня они, ну, женаты,
Ага. Обе женаты?
Обе, да, женаты и живут в Лос-Анджелесе. И здесь они говорят о своих взаимоотношениях.
Мгм.
Венди, младшая сестра, сказала: я всегда думала, что Карни была очень, ну, cool,
Была реально
такая
крутой, да.
крутой, да, да. Особенно когда она была тинейджером и имела блестящие красные а, волосы
Спайки,
спайки,
колючий, ну да, 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 что они
колючие,
были.
колючие волосы. Но как в качестве ну, основной старшей сестры, like most older
Как
sister,
большинство старших сестер,
точно, точно, как и все, да, старших сестер, она не была то есть
заинтересована в младшей. Мгм.
заинтересована, да, 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 то есть не интересовалась со
Мгм,
своей
мгм.
младшей сестрой. А, Я
Без,
без
бескомпромиссно, ну то есть всегда ей хотелось быть с ней и ее
хотела,
друзьями, то есть desperately, то есть безотрывно, то есть всегда
мгм,
постоянно.
мгм,
Мгм. Или
вполне,
крайне,
да,
да. Мгм.
хотела, с ее и ее сестрами, и иногда
Друзьями,
я,
друзьями.
да-да-да, друзьями, и иногда я, ну, следовала, бывало, что я следовала,
Ну,
а,
преследовала их, да, а она это ненавидела.
да-да-да, hated.
Есть такое, есть такое с
Hate-
младшенькими.
hated that. Когда мы были детьми, мы оба, ну, имели, ну, как бы материальных каких-то вещей, таких как игрушки и, ну, одежда. Но даже тогда мы знали,
Мама с папой
что мама,
несчастливы.
папа, да, да, были несчастливы. Мы, ну, как-то мы говорили, talk about, мы все время об этом говорили, и после, а, э, а, э, talk about it at all the time, мы об этом всегда говорили, и после, уже когда они, ну, как бы разошлись, separated, ну, то есть как
Да,
бы
да, 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 да. Когда
разделились,
они
и мы
разделились.
остались с
Мгм.
мамой. Мгм.
Мгм.
Мы не видели
Папу несколько лет.
папу несколько лет, который действительно, ну, как бы,
И этот факт нас реально,
слав- ну,
ну, делал нам боль, причинял нам боль, да.
мгм,
Мгм.
сломал. Но э,
Но также
это
этот факт
также
сделал нас более объединенными,
принес,
то есть, да.
да-да-да, ну, да, принес мне и ну, Карни более, да, сделал более близкими.
Мгм.
Когда мне было 16 или 17, ну, когда я была 16 или 17 и имела,
Нет, 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 нет. Имела здесь нету.
when I was, когда мне было 16 или 17, и вот и
Смотри,
имела
смотри,
полгода разницы
смотри,
между...
смотри. To 1.5 year age gap. Наши 1,5 года разницы больше для нас
Мгм.
ничего не значили.
Да, то есть didn't matter anymore, больше ничего не значили. И мы начали получать...
Смотри, устойчивое выражение get on well или get on with each other. То есть мы стали хорошо ладить. Ага,
друг с другом.
да. И стали
И
писать песни
написали,
вместе.
да-да-да,
Да.
вместе песни.
Мгм.
Ну, будучи в банде,
В
ну,
группе.
или
Да.
работа, ну, да, в группе точно. Ну, бенд,
Бандитки такие,
она
да,
же
16-летние.
Ну да, то есть, ну бенд у них же есть, да, то есть они же все бенды,
Да, да,
как
да.
бы это группы.
Мгм.
А, Значит, или работая
Над чем-то?
над чем-то с
Членом твоей семьи может быть
членом,
сложно.
да, может быть сложно, но это также и ну, преимущество, имеет преимущество. Это
Мгм.
также есть преимуществом. Если мы имели э, э, ну, большие, ну, как ссоры, да,
Мгм.
разногласия,
Мгм.
ну, по поводу песни, после
Небольшого промежутка времени, after a while.
да, мгм. Мы вспоминали, что мы сестры, и мы мирились. Make
Мгм.
up.
Мгм.
Мгм. Никогда, никогда, ну, как бы не остановимся is going to stop, никогда в будущем не остановимся. Ну, ничто нас не остановит быть сестрами. То есть вот так вот.
Да, да, да. Ничто нас. Да, да, да. Мы никогда не прекратим быть сестрами. Вот так
Да, да, да,
по-русски.
да.
Да.
Карни, значит, это старшая сестра сказала. Иногда я думала, что бедная Венди ну, Спент потратит всю мою жизнь compete,
Соревнуюсь.
соревнуясь со мной, да, да, соревнуюсь. И причем spend как типа впустую, да, то есть как бы потратит
Ну
как
да, да, да.
впустую, да.
Что типа мы всю жизнь будем соревноваться.
Мгм.
Об этом мультик.
Она была очень э, quiet, спокойная,
Да.
а, э, shy, солнечная.
Shy это застенчивое, скромное.
Ага, спокойное, застенчивое дитя. А, в то время, в то время я была incredibly
Невероятно болтливая и требовательная. То есть
мгм.
talkative. Talk это
Мгм.
говорить, соответственно, talkative. Говорливая или типа общительная and demanding. И
Demanding.
требовательная.
Мгм.
Мгм.
Мгм. Это было ужасно.
Я была
Я,
ужасной.
я была точно, не это, а я была ужасна.
Мгм.
Я не интересовалась ну, в
Да,
учебе,
да,
да,
да. Я не
в
интересовалась
обучении.
учебой, все, что я хотела, это тусить.
Да, 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 да. Go to party. И Венди все, ну, бывало, все
Да,
рассказывала
сливала всю
родителям.
историю родителям.
Да, да, да. И так я была,
Для нее я
ну,
была
раздражена.
ужасной, да.
Да, 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 да,
Я
я была
пинала ее
ужасна.
и кусала ее.
Да, pinch her and bite her, да, и
Да.
кусала ее.
Мгм.
А, Я, ну, была очень jealous, завистливой, ну, завидовала Венди, потому что она была более, э, ну, такая, как...
Привлекательная.
Attractive — это привлекательная.
Attractive это привлекательная.
Мгм. Более привлекательная, чем я, но она всегда defend, defend,
Но она всегда защищала меня.
защищала меня, когда люди, ну, критиковали
Критиковали
меня.
меня, да. Мгм.
И иногда это казалось как если бы она была старшая сестра, а я была младшая. Ну, то есть, как бы она защищала ее как более старшая сестра.
Мгм.
Хотя мы,
Все было наоборот.
ну, хотя мы, ну, как бы были в целом как две противоположности were complete opposites.
Opposite. Хотя все было
Opposite.
полностью наоборот.
Хотя все было полностью наоборот. Мы были очень близки, также очень близки, и много вместе веселились, a lot of fun together, и много было веселья, между нами. И мы все еще это делаем. Все еще.
Да.
Так,
и мы до сих пор, развлекаемся так же.
Я думаю, я suffered.
Страдала.
Много, потому что мой папа покинул нас, когда мы были маленькие, но Венди помогла мне понять, что папа любит нас также, но по-другому, что ли?
Да, но по-другому. But in a different way. По-другому, да.
Она также taught думала, да? Нет, taught.
Она также научила меня.
Teach, да, от слова teach, она также научила меня, что я
не могу обвинять других людей.
Обвинять других людей в своих проблемах и должна посмотреть на себя. То есть должна начинать с себя. Нет, не должна.
Да,
что
смотреть на себя.
Да.
Смотри на себя в первую очередь, говорит она. Да, отлично. Классный текст. Окей. Okay. Had a more eccentric. Which of the two sisters had a more eccentric hairstyle? Wendy or Carney? Do you remember or not? You can watch in the text.
I think
it was said that one of those she had bright red spiky hair. Do you remember?
Yes. It is. It was. It was Carney.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Which of two sisters?
Because Wendy talked about it.
Said about it.
Said about it.
Okay. Which of two sisters admired her sister? Admired. Восхищалась, то есть уважала и восхищалась одновременно.
Carney was admired her sister.
Okay. Was admired with her sister. Okay, that's okay. Which of two sisters didn't want to be with her sister?
Didn't want. I think Carney.
Yes.
Carney didn't want to be with her sister, with her younger sister.
That's true. Okay, which of two sisters followed her sister everywhere?
It was Wendy because she followed her sister everywhere. Because she followed her sister and her friends everywhere.
That's true. Okay. Which of two sisters tried to compete with the sister?
I think it is Carney. Так, try to compete. I'd say that Carney thought that Wendy tried to compete with her.
Yeah, she just thought this. Yeah, it wasn't true, but she thought that it was true. Okay. Who of those wasn't a good student?
Definitely Carney. She wasn't a good student.
She doesn't care about studies.
Yes.
All she wanted was parties. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Who of those told her parents when her sister did something wrong?
Told her parents when.
Was it Wendy or Connie?
Yes. Wendy always told her parents when Carney did something wrong. For example, go to party and other
stuff. Yeah. Wasting all the mood. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Who of those used to hurt her sister physically?
Physically.
Физически.
Да, то есть I know that her husband, her daddy used to hurt sister, ну не физически, а как бы.
No, actually, even physically.
Mental.
Even physically, it was said that she was hitting her and biting her like all the time.
Yes. It was Carney.
Yeah. The elder sister, the Karen.
Bite.
Okay. Who was jealous of her sister?
Carney was jealous of her sister because she was Wendy was quiet, shy, and good sister.
Yes, and nice sister. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because she didn't know that she could be worse because she was smaller. Okay.
Yes.
Who always defended the other sister?
Defend.
Защищать.
Wendy always defended Carney when some people criticized her.
That's great. Yeah, that you remember everything perfectly. Okay, so so I can send you another part of this unit for the home task, if you don't mind. So yeah, if you're given the chance, you can just go through it and check those vocabulary and those materials. Yeah, it was a pleasure to talk to you. I'm so glad that you helped me today, because tomorrow I will have the training. Yeah, thank you so much for being that kind and yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I wish you have a nice holidays. Yeah, a nice days off. So yeah, take care and good luck. Bye.
Have a much good time tomorrow.
Yeah, have a good turn. Yeah, have a good and productive time. Yeah, I'll try my best. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, good luck.
Bye. Good luck.